So today I'm going to be speaking to you, aside from Irish doodle characters who definitely need to be curb stopped. No, we're going to speak about Destery Smith today because I made a video speaking about him recently. What do you know about him? Just in like a 5-word explanation of your opinion on him.
5-word?
Yes, a 5-word.
Shane Dawson employs bad nonce.
That's actually pretty accurate, mate. I made a video on him basically for the reasons of he got accused of a lot of things. A lot of people were like, Destery has pretty much just I can't even look into your eyes being serious right now. Destery has taken advantage of a lot of people, and my voice is going when I say this. Destery, on a serious note, he's clearly not a good bloke. I've never genuinely seen so many allegations about one specific person. Like, usually it's like there's one allegation or 2 allegations. Mate, there's a whole hashtag dedicated to this bloke.
Worse than Fritzl?
Worse than Fritzl?
Maybe
it is. Worse than Roy?
Allegedly.
Worse than Fritzl, did you say?
Yeah.
Worse than Roy the Doodle, little freak. Yeah, we can't bring Roy into this. Roy and his stupid shit haircut.
The things Roy has said that Destery has done to him is alarming.
Roy and Destery Smith are pretty much on the same wavelength, to be fair. Although I would not be surprised if Destery Smith grew.
Do you think Roy's the big spoon or the little spoon when they cuddle?
Mate, I think he's a cartoon character who just needs to be put out of his misery. Have you seen the state of that man's haircut? He's got bird poo on his head in a permanent
How'd
state.
you kill Roy if you had to kill him?
Mate, you've got to fucking nuke the... You've got to fucking send in the nukes. Like, there's like talk about Big Vlad letting off a nuke at the moment. He's got to do it, mate. He's got to do
What,
it.
into Roy?
Into Roy's fucking forehead. Just fucking takes out the bird shit. So we're going to try and stay on topic here. So Destery, yeah, he got called out. There was like 10 plus allegations. There was so many. And he responded to all of this because, you know, I do think when you get accused of something, you actually should have the ability and stuff to respond to these things, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you've been accused of something and you feel like you haven't done it.
Yeah. Well,
you should be able to go, I ain't done that.
Yeah, and the issue is here is he did respond to it in a way of where it's just like...
So I took some time.
Oh, that made me jump a little.
Yeah, Destery, can you shut up for a second, mate? You
Trigger warning, Destery jump scare.
So he uploaded a video titled My Thoughts. It's got comments turned off, the likes and dislikes are turned off.
Yeah.
And in this, he didn't actually defend himself. It was quite strange. All he said was this.
Even if I was to explain context of some of the things being said about me, not only would it not help people's image of me, but it would also be dragging someone else's name through the mud. And that is just something I can't do. Even if it exonerates me and everything is great, but it was at the expense of someone else being thrown under the bus, I just won't do it.
So, mate, you've been accused of actually some of the most horrific shit possible. It's like, I think if there's the one time you got to drag somebody's name through the mud, you've got to do it now. Like, you've got to do it right now. So that was his response. Of firstly, he's like, even if I responded, it probably wouldn't help my name. It's like, mate, when you're saying that, is that not like a bit of an admission?
I don't think this is going to hold up in court as an argument, is it?
Can you imagine? It's like, they're like, Destery, you have been accused of 6,000 counts of child grooming. Or how is your response to it? He goes, well, Judge, to be honest with you, I don't even think my response is going to, I don't think it's going to help you change your minds.
Judge, well, honestly, I don't want to get into it.
boys, just not today.
Not today.
He's like, the fucking judge, look at him, it's Destery.
And he goes,
criminal court case.
He goes, court adjourned.
Nice. Oh, fair enough, geezer. Fair enough. Have day off, mate.
Yeah, you know what? I'm in a good mood.
you know what they say, mate. You know what they say. What do they say? Judge is like, I fucking know, Des. You were the one to tell me. But yeah, this is his response. And yeah, as you said, it's not really going to hold up in court. But you know what also is going to fucking hold up in court? Him saying this.
My brand is sexual jokes. My brand is weird, creepy humor. It's always been that way, and it will probably always be that way. It's just who I am.
This is like if Jimmy Savile was like when he in an idealistic world, he got caught and he was just like, you know what, boys, it's just my fucking humor, and I'm not gonna stop.
It's just a creepy sex joke. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's just a creepy sex joke to a 13-year-old.
Why don't you just change your brand then? If your brand is creepy sex jokes,
mate, you're like you're like 40 years older. This is like if My Chemical Romance had the bad ending and they just didn't fucking stop. Like, look, what? It's just, mate. You look at the haircut, you just got to think. Sort yourself out, fella. Just sort yourself out.
It's the sort of jokes that you'd make when you're like 12 years old, like shock humor. And he's like 33 years old going, people have made all these allegations, but in my defense, I make creepy sex jokes, so I can do what I want.
It's like, mate.
XD.
But firstly, it's like...
Raw.
I say this when drinking a cat of Monster.
Yeah, you're not just drinking it, you're fucking covered in it, you stupid.
I'm fucking splooged a Monster.
You're sweating out Monster.
I'm no better than this geezer. And I have to clarify that I certainly am. But
allegedly.
No. Well, if I came to my defense, I just don't think it would change anything anyway. But,
I don't want to get into it.
Don't want to get into it, boys. Can you imagine if somebody just like fucking kills a family of 4 and like, what's your defense this? Stop feeling it today, mate. Stop feeling it today.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to speak about it, all right?
So I was having an off day, and today's a different day. But no, this was his response. He deleted this he unlisted it, so you can't publicly see this anymore. And I saw this and I was like, you know what, Des? I think that you, in my personal humble opinion, are a big dirty nonce.
Are you allowed to just call him a nonce?
You say in my opinion. Mate, he literally has accusations like on like a multitude. Like I'm not saying like 1 or 2. There are like 50, and it's like they have faces attached to him. There are people giving like screenshots, but in fact, he starts off the video by saying this, and it's like this entire video he doesn't actually help his case in any essence.
I am aware of accusations being made against me, and what I can say is, while I can't agree with some of the things being said about me, I'm also not completely innocent in everything. I will say that nothing is completely black and white. There are obviously 2 sides to every story, and especially the ones that I can personally take accountability for. So what I can and will admit to is that I used to be just a terrible person.
The entire thing is just like, yeah, I was terrible. I was awful in the past, and anything I can say actually can't, dissolve me of any innocence whatsoever.
What a bad way to defend yourself.
Can you imagine you get accused of being a nonce, and then your defense is, you know what, boys, I am actually actually a dickhead.
I used to be pretty bad,
but I'm not anymore. But no, the reason this became a massive issue is because this kind of happened a year ago. Everyone came to the conclusion, yeah, this guy's a wrong'un, and then randomly, like a year later, Shane Dawson's like, you're right, boys, I'm hiring this guy full-time. He's editing my podcast now. And in the comment section, everyone's like, Shane, like, I have defended you for everything. Like, mate, you got accused of fucking smashing your cat's backside.
Get Cheeto the fuck away from them both right now.
I am fucking terrified. The poor fucking Cheeto.
Cheeto's like, oh, not another one.
You guys, Destery walks in the door, Cheeto just starts having a fit, man. Starts fucking shaking at everything.
Cheeto, you grab that catnip and run. Cheeto's down the alleyway just and out on catnip going, I can't do this anymore.
Cheeto's fucking ODing on catnip. He's like, I can't do it, Shane. I can't do it. And then Shane's on his fucking knees. Both his knees.
Shane's just
proposing to Cheeto. It's like, Cheeto, we can make this work. We can make it work, Cheeto.
He just goes, drop him.
Cheeto's like, Shane, I'm just fucking sick for time today, mate. Just fucking go over to the Des. Shane goes, mate, I'm too old for. But yeah, basically, what I'm trying to get onto here before we got interrupted by
the only thing that can make Destery innocent on all this, I think, is if he hits the griddy.
Or if he just fucking kidnaps Cheeto. He's on a fucking secret mission to get him out there. But no, he's hired him. He's an editor for him. Cheeto is in fucking disarray. There's not much knowledge of where he is right now.
Nightmare blunt rotation. Destery, Shane Dawson, Roy.
They just fucking start. mate.
Roy's like...
that fucking lines up for those sick I am just coming here whilst editing this to say, for one, I would love to keep in all the jokes. I really would. And I have to reiterate, this is a cardboard cutout that we have created a fictional story for in this full episode of this podcast. But even then, we're cutting out a lot of things. We're not saying anything too bad, but for the best. And I think we should actually get onto the topic properly again, because some people are just watching for the topic. And I am so sorry. So, I made the video criticizing Shane, saying, mate, you probably shouldn't, hire a nonce. It's not a good thing, especially when you yourself have those allegations around you. And also, please get Cheeto out of there. And then I was like, okay, that's my video done. I didn't really expect Destery to respond. But Destery did respond in a really weird way. So Destery's got like 16 different YouTube channels. And one of them,
why?
And one of them is called Homeless Emo Father. And then put that fucking mustache off, you sick bastard. We are dealing with serious allegations right now.
That's why I've put my serious costume
Hey,
on.
you fucking look like you're going to be facing allegations sometime soon. Look at the state of you, mate. You got your Waitrose natural mineral water. You've got a half mustache falling off and half a can of Apex Legends Monster Energy right there. What do you have to say about yourself?
Jill, I want quiche for dinner.
She's fucking dead, mate. She passed away 5 years ago. You stupid.
I just can't get over her. Yeah, but back to Destery. What I think on the whole situation is,
I just can't. I just put the fucking mustache off, Luigi. Get a grip, mate. You're in your work
that's
hours
Mario,
now.
mate. Any Nintendo fanatic would know that. That's Mario's moustache.
That's Mario's pubes.
I think what Destery needs to do, right,
Yeah.
is buy some tech decks, fuck off to Carlton Skate Park, and just leave everyone on the internet alone.
Mate, if you fucking send Destery Smith to a car park, there is going to a fucking skate park. There is going to be fucking carnage.
He's gonna,
Yeah.
he's gonna have an absolute field day, isn't he?
Mate, you could not send Destery Smith to a fucking worse location than a fucking skate park. Those places are plagued with children, and that man it'd be like fucking Christmas come early. You know how you go into Waitrose and they've got the fucking Christmas trees up.
He's gonna be like that kid that gets the Aquaman toy.
Have you seen that video of when the kid gets the fucking Nintendo 64 and he's like, Nintendo 64, and then Destery fucking goes into skate park, just fucking lifts up a kid, he's like, fucking gets him.
Have you seen the Aquaman video?
No, I haven't.
Wait, this is what it'll be like.
Are you fucking pulling up this? Oh my god.
Destery in the skate park.
Just out of every place to suggest sending this man to. Let's get on to his actual response. So he's got multiple accounts, and this one's called Homeless Emo Father. And just like every other 34-year-old man, he made a video called Cancel Culture. We will go slightly into that. So basically, somebody commented calling Destery out saying, it's not cancel culture, what's happened to you, if you have actually done those things, and pretty much just because Destery didn't put out like a proper response to everything. His response was pretty much almost an admission of guilt. He said he couldn't respond to things because it wouldn't make things better for him, which only to me reads, oh, this guy is actually a horrible person.
I really hate that everyone defends bad people now by just saying, well, it's just like the whole cancel culture thing.
He then responds saying, here's the thing though, I didn't do any of those horrible things. I don't care what anyone is saying. People talking is not proof. That's gossip. What you're describing disgusts me to my absolute core, and no part of me has ever or will ever tolerate it or find it acceptable. What things I can own up to, I have. But me not responding to blatant lies about me and my character is not weakness. And it's like, mate, you have been accused by that multiple
If
people.
loads and loads of people come out against someone,
You should respond.
and say this person's done terrible things to me, and loads of people say that.
Yeah.
It's not bad of you to go, oh, I probably don't like that guy, I'm going to avoid him, because the whole innocent until proven guilty thing,
When there's so
much.
many people, yeah. So his whole argument is like, I don't want to drag people's names through the mud. But it's like, mate, I mean, for one, you've already made the video now. So, and you've already, you've tried to deny it, but you also haven't denied it by saying that it wouldn't help your case. And you also said you don't want to drag their names through the mud. So it's like, for one, we can only take that if you actually have no way to disprove it. But what his whole reasoning he's saying this is because I guess he wants to come off like a virtuous guy. He's like, oh, I'm better than these people. But it's like, mate.
It's like your mate telling you that someone's just said something absolutely horrible to your face to you, and then your mate going, well, there's no proof, is there? So I don't actually believe you, mate.
But it's like also how, again with this situation, it's like how many fucking people have come out against this guy. There's like a whole hashtag dedicated to it.
Yeah.
You search a specific hashtag, and it's like my experience with Destery Smith, my experience with Destery Smith. It's like, mate, you should fucking respond to this.
And is it like the same group of people, or are they like random?
So it's
separate
like
cases?
it's separate cases every single time almost. It's like, and also there's other things out there. His childhood best friend came out and like disavowed him and was like, I am no longer a part of this guy.
Yeah.
Basically, even his closest friends went against him.
Like the rule of law is a great thing, but also you shouldn't use that as like the be all and end all of like
I've said
your morality.
Yeah, I've literally said that like the law. I mean, as you said this before, but the law literally lets your cousin in certain countries. You know what I mean?
How many times has like the court like
Gotham.
putting like innocent person on death row,
Yeah,
especially in
100%.
America. It's like it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have you seen Prison Break?
Yeah, that really real fucking show that represents them. Now, to be fair, Prison Break's a sick show.
It's good, isn't it?
But I don't think you can refer to a fictional Netflix show, you stupid bellend.
They really got it. He did not shoot the president's brother or whatever it is.
What are you talking about right now?
Prison Break.
Mate, all I can remember from fucking Prison Break is some stupid geezer called Teabag.
Teabag is an absolute weapon. And
He
I
is.
tell you what, do not put Teabag in a skate park.
Don't Teabag, Roy, and Destery Smith, nightmare fucking blood rotation. But so with that was his response. That's like his only response since like the situation is kind of blowing up again. A lot more people are making videos about this. Shane is completely ignoring it, which I find insane. I feel like at least if you're going to hire the guy and you think that he's innocent, you should probably be like, oh, I have my reasons. Like, because like if you personally think you have your reasons, well, I think the whole rest of the world needs to know this guy isn't dangerous. Because right now everyone's thinking you're hiring like an actual fucking nonce Shane. It's like, and then, but it's also the whole cancel culture thing of like these people are being cancelled. It's like, mate, we are saying to you, please, please, Destery, come out and say I'm not a nonce or something. Just say you're not with like an actual real defense. But it's like, no, it's just, oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to drag people's name for the mud. So it's like, what are we meant to believe?
I hate the term cancelling because it's like if someone's done some truly fucking terrible things, why do you want them to like have their platform and be able to carry on?
I also don't really think cancel culture is actually really realistically, is it actually a thing? It's like I think
no, it's not, because if it was, James Corden still wouldn't be going around. And no, I don't fucking look like him. So fuck off.
Mate, James, it's all right. We'll get you some help. All right. I'm gonna go back to fucking
Gavlar.
I was about to say we're gonna fucking go back to fucking what's it called? That stupid little place in Barry. Me, you, and Barry and Des and Roy are gonna go out on the fucking lash with fucking Gavlar. I think that we should go through the cancel culture video now to see what this bloke has to say about the big issues of cancel culture.
So it's been a few weeks since the whole Amber Heard trial went down, and I'll be honest, I was following it pretty closely. Like I was watching it pretty much every day. And not only because I was like a Johnny Depp fan, still am a Johnny Depp fan.
Mate, the Johnny Depp case is like one of the worst things that's ever happened to society. Like, mate, these people are now being like, they think that they are fucking Johnny Depp. It's like, mate, you just fucking groomed a load of
I hated that so much. Do you remember like the 3 months that fucking trial was going on or whatever? It was just all over my fucking social media.
It was a strange time. It was a really weird time. And it's just like, even if like you love Johnny Depp or hate Johnny Depp, it's like just to use some random bloke's domestic abuse trial.
God, it's very weird.
Honestly,
you're sitting there using it for your sick little entertainment, like
even
it's an
I feel
episode of EastEnders.
Even I feel a bit bad because like there's a lot of media hype there about like both of them, but it's like realistically it was a fucking horrific situation.
Yeah.
Like, and now we've got some dude using it to deflect fucking nonce allegations. It's like, mate, just you're like, fuck.
Do you reckon when the trial was happening, Destery was going, yes?
No, but honestly, mate, there are so many people now that are just fucking taking this and being like, well, Johnny Depp exists. It's like, mate,
I can do what I want.
It's like Johnny Depp is not a fucking license to diddle kids, you freak. Like, what's fucking wrong with you, Destery?
But also, the whole trial really was a reflection on cancel culture as a whole.
No, it wasn't. It was a defamation trial to do with domestic abuse. Like, seriously, what the fuck are you on about?
Like, when Amber Heard came out, you know, against Johnny Depp to begin with, saying that he was like an abuser or whatever, the whole world was just like, okay, cancel Johnny Depp. He's the worst human being ever. How dare he? Piece of shit, right? And it wasn't until he came out with like his own evidence that was stronger that people started to be like, oh, no, just kidding, cancel Amber Heard.
But this is my issue here. He's like, oh, it wasn't until Johnny Depp came out of his evidence against Amber Heard that people started to believe him over Amber Heard. It's like, well, yes, Destery. And that's what we're asking for you to do, you fucking idiot. It's like, how can you say that? And then in your previous videos be like, I'm not going to do anything about this, boys.
It's fair enough, Destery, because he doesn't want to talk about it.
I just want to see, what does Johnny Depp think about people like this? Like, do you reckon he knows that there are actual, like, I mean, I have to say, alleged abusers out there that are now using his case as a way to kind of deflect from it? Because like that must be a horrific feeling, man.
Like, no matter what the outcome of the trial is, in the court of public opinion, Amber Heard just took the largest L known to man, right?
Can we not describe Amber Heard as taking the largest L known to man?
It's just fucking embarrassing,
It's
man.
just not true.
It's again, it don't care whose side you're on. It's a defamation trial about abuse. Taking the fucking L. We're not playing Fortnite. We're not fucking dropping it in from the battle bus into fucking Tilted Towers.
Mate, he's about to go Johnny Depp with a common W for the boys.
There's something severely wrong with America. Can you not just be normal for a minute? You know that? Have you ever seen that that horror movie? It's like, what's it called? It's this American horror movie. It's this little annoying kid, and the mum just fucking screams at the kid, "Please be normal." That's how I feel every time I make.
Oh, is it? We need to talk about Kevin.
No, it's not.
Do you remember that film?
No.
Have you not?
Mate, I'm talking about the fucking Babadook. Have you know this is the
I thought you were
Babadook?
talking about,
Mate,
talking about Kevin. He's
there
a little
is-
freak boy.
There is only one time I'll ever accept child abuse, and it's fucking smacking that kid from the Babadook, because he was annoying as. I'm interjecting. I am saying in the fictional story, that's where I'll accept it, not in real life. I'm just saying this to not break TOS. And I'm still speaking truth. I'm not just saying it to get. You know what I'm saying.
Sounds like someone out of the Jungle Book.
I'm not going to explain the fucking Babadook.
And I think that, like, even if there are people out there that are like pro Amber Heard, I haven't really encountered anyone that is, but whether you're pro Amber Heard or pro Johnny Depp, I think that one thing we can all agree on is that Johnny Depp did not want to be in this trial. Like, to have his life out there for the public to scrutinize, to dig through, but he had to in order to tell his truth and to come back from the slander and stuff that Amber Heard had done to him.
I like the idea that he just fucking runs around his house dressed up as Captain Jack Sparrow. He's just fucking running around. He picks up, you know, you have like your little jars of like tea and shit. He's running around going, "I've got a jar of dirt." It's like Destery's fucking carer comes up to him and says, "Come on, Des, you got to come back to your fucking asylum now."
Also, right, if you're trying to defend yourself being a nonce, proper idolising Captain Jack Sparrow is not the best idea. Because that guy is one strange. I'm not going to lie.
Got Captain Jack fucking Sparrow.
Captain Jack
Mate,
Sparrow.
I'm just, I don't want to fucking say it, but you've basically said it. But just defending yourself over nonce allegations whilst you're wearing a beanie let's just say, is a fucking recipe for disaster.
This guy's like, yeah, I can't be that bad. Have you seen what happened with the Willy Wonka trial?
The fucking Oompa Loompa he got absolutely fucking fucked over by those.
He was like, I totally agree that Cole Weezer got stuck in that chocolate tube.
Augustus Glump and his fucking horrific Oompa Loompa incident. He got away with it, and I think that's applicable to my nonce allegations.
Destry fucking loves Mike TV.
Who is Mike TV?
The guy that is obsessed with cowboy movies and Willy Wonka, and they have to stretch him out because he gets stuck in a TV.
And as someone who has personally been affected by cancel culture, I can say like 100% agree. Because that's the thing. Like, if someone ever says anything bad about you, the kind of general consensus of what to do to combat that is to bark back, is to say, no, here's what you're wrong, and everything you said is a fucking lie and bullshit.
He just fucking uploads a video of him barking.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to bark back now. This is my allegation.
This is just a really sad fucking video, man.
What is it with like people filming really serious videos in their cars?
Yeah, I
imagine me going, right, I'm going to upload a YouTube video today, and I jump on my Renault Twingo.
Mate, if you owned a Renault Twingo, I would be calling you a fucking nonce. There would be a twit longer out there about you.
I do have a Renault Twingo.
Wait, do you?
Yeah, that's my car.
A fucking Renault Twingo?
Yeah, sick.
I don't even know what that looks like. It's just the fact that it's got a Renault Twingo.
I'll show you my Renault Twingo.
Oh god, the nonce-mobile's coming out.
It's me and my Renault Twingo.
Mate, you are fucking definitely driving to a skate park.
That's really mean, mate, because you don't even have a car.
Mate, I am fucking poor, and there is a cost of living crisis. You take that back right now, please.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please tell your Renault Twingo I said sorry.
Destry, would you like to come to my birthday party next month? Thinking of going to Nottingham, and I really want you to be there. Thank you.
Why do you want Big Des to be there?
I think it'd be a good wingman.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're going into the fucking local school disco.
I'm like, Des, we're going Rock City. What? That's not a school disco?
Shut up. No, I just fucking realised that this man looks like a fucking. He's got the fucking hat on, the long fucking hair coming down like that. And you know what I'm getting onto, mate? He looks like a fucking dinner lady. He's another one of our edition.
That may be the biggest reach of all time.
I'm sorry, mate, but he's got a little hair bob. He's got the fucking hat on. He's got the fucking nonce alligator.
Do you think when Johnny Depp won the trial, Destery put on some jeans and a Flame t-shirt and just started knee sliding around his kitchen, eating pink and white?
He fucking whacks out the Monster Energy, gets out the Skull Candy headphones,
blasting Skrillex out of his speaker.
And the problem that I have with that is just that it perpetuates cancel culture. You are never out of it.
We need to stop calling nonce and abuse allegations cancel culture.
Yeah.
These are two very, very different things. Cancel culture is I don't know, somebody releases a makeup palette or somebody gets cancelled for making overpriced merchandise. That you can say that's cancel culture. Having 15 girls come out and say this man messaged me when I was underage, that's just 15 girls coming out saying that you messaged them when they were underage. It's not really cancel culture. The fact is, he hasn't actually denied anything here.
Yeah,
He's just said
cancel culture that really trivializes very serious things. I think
that's the whole point of it. They're taking this buzzword, which is regardless. When you hear the word cancel culture, you instantly think negative connotations, and it's if you were to say, "Oh, I was cancelled," because I don't know if you've realized in his first response and in this response, he actually hasn't said what he's done.
Yeah, I think also
wrong.
when you say you've been a victim of cancel culture, it automatically makes it seem like you're done nothing wrong.
But this is what I'm saying. In this whole thing and in his previous apology, he hasn't actually stated what he's being accused of.
Yeah, he's already making it so if you'd never heard of this guy before,
you think he's a victim?
You'd think, he's
the twit.
He's done nothing.
Yeah, you
literally
think Twitter
in the last video that you showed me, he was going, I'm a terrible human being.
I'm a terrible person. I can't actually defend myself.
I'm a terrible human being.
But then he was also like, but I'm still going to make those sexual jokes.
Make it. And I know what, people are going to be watching this going, why the fuck is there a chubba chub lolly on the table? And I don't want to talk about it. You know what they say? Spill just lickage and it was on the table. You're going to have your worry pop doing the pod. You're going to suck a lollipop.
Can't open it.
Chubba lollipops used to be 20p. Guess how much that cost me?
10p?
No, it's not going to go down in price, you fucking idiot, is it?
What's it cost now?
39p I spent on that.
State of that. Fuck you, Chubby Chub. Sorry. Should we...
I spent 39p on that, and you've just launched it into the ground.
Sorry, mate. This is definitely staying in the clip. It'll be in the full episode. Hello, full episode listeners. You are very ill if you're still here. Basically, I am just a little bit confused because as I said, this video about cancel culture is just another case of a horrific person just using the pretense of, oh, I was cancelled to kind of get away with everything. But it's mate, you weren't cancelled. But again, this is on a YouTube channel with 6,000 followers called Homeless Emo Father. So it's he's burying this to his the most dedicated part of his audience.
I like that he thought, what should I call my channel?
I'm going to end this part by saying firstly, I don't understand why Shane Dawson is intending or being so intent of hiring this person. It's mate, just hire somebody else. There's so many other people out there. Yeah. Hire me. I'll do it. Pay me. I wouldn't do it probably.
Cost you a fucking bomb.
I'm cutting that name out. Just fucking hire somebody, man, who isn't surrounded by big old stinking nonce allegations. Hire Roy. Roy might do it. He needs a fucking job after his parents kicked him out for the...
Why don't you give Cheeto a job to do?
Cheeto's got...
He deserves it.
Cheeto has far too many jobs on his hands.
Cheeto's looking at the household bills going, on the rope, Shane. On the ropes.
Shane, please fucking leave me alone. Please. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up by saying my voice is going, and Shane, please, for the love of God, leave him be. Leave Cheeto be.
And I just think, why are there so many bad people on the internet?